Hi, it's Lee from Aussie Liberty here. I thought I'd add my wailing and rending of tearing of clothes of my own on top of all the salt that is pouring out of the internet at light speeds at the moment, particularly regarding Pauline Hanson. If you don't know who she is, she was an infamous politician who railed against Asian immigration back in the 90s. She's finally back, and now she's railing against Islamic immigration at the moment. And she's basically a good old target for unbridled hate from the left, in particular, because she basically sort of fits in that nexus of commoner and racist and, yeah... I think that's probably about it. Anyway, one of the things that I'm finding humorous about the rage that is erupting from the net around Pauline Hanson is essentially how really this is Australia making its own bed and lying in it. And particularly, I find it humorous that Greens voters would be really upset by this outcome. I understand why they are. But the thing is, if you actually look at the policies of One Nation... surprisingly, it actually fits quite closely with what some of the Greens policies are. So, let's have a look. So we've got things like, who wants to increase the age pension? Well, One Nation does. Who wants to make the government pay more for apprenticeships? Well, One Nation does. They want more welfare. They want... their tax policies basically tax the crap out of multinationals even more. They want to stop coal seam gas. They want to have, more government services. They want, medicinal cannabis, actually, they want to have, which is interesting. They want to bring back Australian manufacturing. They want to have euthanasia. They do all sorts of these things. Like, the reality is of both the left and the right, when you wholeheartedly embrace the government doing everything, the government doing more things, government fixing problems, essentially you get two sides of the same coin. And One Nation and the Greens are two sides of the same coin, much in the same way as the fascists and the communists are two sides of the same coin. They are both socialists. They just had different emphases, and they loathe the absolute living heck out of each other. I guess there's no hate like the hate of brothers. And so really, if you are thinking that this is the end of society as you know it because Pauline Hanson came to Australia, became a senator... yesterday, I think you need to think carefully about whether you're part of the problem. If you want the government to fix things, then there's going to be people out there who want the government to fix things in a way that you don't like. Essentially, if you decide to make your life about getting the government to do stuff, you're going to fight with others who want the government to do stuff for them. And if you lose, you get idiots like Pauline Hanson. So really... the only way to not have this sort of thing in the future is to not have the government do stuff. If you want individuals to have the freedom to live their lives, well, then you need to let people you don't like have the freedom to live their lives. So if you're a Green, you need to let rich people live their lives as they see fit. If you're a National Socialist, for lack of a better phrase, you need to let Muslims live their lives. That's how a civilized society actually operates. There's really not another way to do it if you don't want to end up just constantly fighting over who has the levers of power. Maybe give Liberty a go. Thanks for joining us. This is Lee from Aussie Liberty.